We are 25 days out from the Rim to River 100. Whew! So this week and next week are going to be big mileage weeks. I am working on hitting double digits every day with still having a rest day. I have to have a rest day. I'm not running 7 days a week. Some people can do that. I personally need that down day, and my family needs it so I can hang out with them at least one day. So this week will be about 70 miles. Next week will be about the same, somewhere between 68 and 70 miles. My biggest mileage week I've had this whole training has been when I did that 100K, and that was, I believe, an 83 mile week. I don't go any higher than that. There's really no need for me to. When I first started doing 100 milers way back in the day, I was doing 100 plus mile weeks, and I just don't need that anymore. You know, my body doesn't need that breakdown. My body knows how to handle mileage when I get to race day. So I just don't find that I need that like I used to. So that 83 mile week will be my peak. That was the highest I went. I've already had most of my mileage has been in the 60s as far as my weekly totals. So this will just be at the top end of that. And then the taper begins. So 2 weeks ago, we did the Georgia Jewel 50 miler in Dalton, Georgia. And that race is really hard. It was incredibly hot. It was in the 90s. And of course, North Georgia, it was humid. The course is wonderful though. It has got a big mix of things. It's got really technical single track. It's got some Jeep roads. It's got some paved stuff, not a lot, but it has a good mix. It's a great course. But North Georgia in September, it's usually hot. We had a great day. Really just paced ourselves, did great with fueling, did great with hydration, great with pacing, and actually, felt good. It took us a little over 12 hours, which I was quite content with. And then I took that next week, which was last week, as a down week. I knew I needed to allow my body to recover from that effort. And I had a 25K trail race last weekend that was here local that I really wanted to kind of push. So I only ran, I think it was 22 miles or so leading up to that 25K last weekend. And I just allowed my body a little extra rest. And boy, it paid off. So the 25K is a new race. This was the first year for it. It's on trails that I am not familiar with. So I was excited about that. It rained, which was awesome. So I love running trails in the rain. It's one of my favorite things. But in addition to that, the trails were super technical, very rocky, rooty, just slick from the rain. I had a blast. I decided pretty early on I was going to push it, and I did, and I felt amazing. I did all of my fueling that I've been practicing. So it took me 3 hours and 29 minutes, and it was right about 16 miles. And I did a regular breakfast. 30 minutes before the race started, I did 2 rice cakes with honey. And then during the race, I took 2 SIS, Science and Sport Fuel, Beta Fuel gels, and 2 Honey Stinger waffles. And that was perfect. As soon as I finish, I usually go to the car, and I did this time too. And I have a protein bar and a banana. So, that keeps me from being starving for days after. That's what used to happen to me before I changed my fueling. So back before I made these changes, I used to not eat enough before I ran, not eat enough during my run. And then I would be starving for like 3 days after. It was just like a bottomless pit, in the pantry constantly. And that just does not work. So since I have changed my fueling strategy, man, what a difference. I had my protein bar and banana, and then I went home. I was able to take a shower, do some stuff, and then eat lunch. And I ate a normal lunch that I always have. I ate normal the rest of the day. I woke up Sunday thinking maybe I'd be hungry. I was not. I ate normal on Sunday. I do allow myself extra calories on those days, both leading up to and the day of and after, to replenish my stores. So it went really, really well. I ended up placing first overall female, and that just got me super excited and gave me a lot of confidence for this 100 miler. So that felt really good. I was sore that night I mean, it didn't take long because I knew I had pushed myself, and actually felt good on Sunday. Sunday was a rest day. This week, so today's Tuesday, I kicked off the week yesterday with 12 miles of lots of hills. We have a great road route here that I love to do every week, and I added some extra hills to it. So I did 12 miles, did my strength work. I'm still strength training 4 days a week and plan to continue till race day. And then today I did 4 early this morning, and now I'm doing 6 more. So I'll have 10. Again, my goal is like double digits all week until my rest day on Saturday. So that's what we got going so far, and things are looking good. We got 25 days.